You might think this cryptid came about during the medieval and early modern periods, a result of superstitions surrounding magic and witchcraft, that it spreads through a bite or scratch, and that you can kill it with silver. But in reality, the history of the werewolf goes back farther and is more different than anything you may have read or seen at the movies. The earliest werewolf story comes from the Epic of Gilgamesh, the first recorded myth in human history, dating back to 2100 BCE. In the story, the Mesopotamian hero known as Gilgamesh cast aside a potential lover because she had turned her previous mate into a wolf. Stories of the werewolf as we know it first appeared in ancient Greek and Roman texts. In 425 BCE, a Greek historian described a nomadic tribe called the Neuri as magical men who once a year would transform into wolves for several days and then revert back to human form. In 330 BCE, Plato told a story about Arcadia, a region of Greece where Zeus was worshipped as Lycian Zeus, or Wolf Zeus. The story states that he who tastes of one bit of human entrails minced up with those of other victims is transformed into a wolf. King Lycaon of Arcadia once sacrificed a child to the wolf Zeus in 200 BCE to test if he was really a god. As punishment, Zeus turned him and his sons into wolves. Then there was the tale of Demarcus, an athlete who was compelled to taste the entrails of a sacrificed young boy and was transformed to a wolf for 9 years. Recent archaeological evidence suggests that human sacrifices may have been practiced at this site. Werewolves can be described as human-sized or slightly larger, with the fur, senses, claws, and teeth of a wolf, but has the strength and speed that exceeds both human and animal. They are known for their bloodthirst, cannibalism, and ability to hunt at night. The Greeks believed that if the corpses of werewolves were not destroyed, they could return to life as wolves or hyenas to prowl battlefields and drink the blood of dying soldiers. These undead werewolves would turn back to human corpses at sunrise. Unlike popular myths, werewolves are believed to be able to shift at will and appear as a wolf at any time. The best method to become a werewolf was innate, either a pact with the devil, wearing a magical garment, rubbing magical ointment, a curse, etc. There are many ways to become a werewolf yourself. You can drink water out of a wolf's track, drink downstream on a river as a wolf drinks ahead of you, sleep under the full moon's light, be born from werewolves, be cursed by some magical being, be put under a spell, or be the seventh son born in an Indian family. Belief in werewolves developed parallel to the belief of witches. Much like the witch trials, werewolf trials began in what is now Switzerland in the early 15th century. This practice spread throughout Europe, peaked in the 17th century, and died out a century later. But can werewolves be cured? There have been many methods used to remove a werewolf form from a human. The ancient Greeks and Romans believed that exhaustion was a cure. In medieval Europe, they had 3 methods of curing a werewolf: medicinally, using wolfsbane, surgically, and spiritually, by performing an exorcism. A Sicilian belief of Arabic origin says that a werewolf can be cured by striking it on the forehead or scalp with a knife, or by hammering nails into the werewolf's hands. In the German lowlands, they can be cured by saying their Christian name 3 times. A Danish belief says that you can cure a werewolf by scolding it. Another common cure in medieval times was conversion to Christianity. And a devotion to Saint Hubert has been cited as a cure and also a protection from werewolves. But most importantly, you don't need silver to kill a werewolf. Werewolves can be killed with any conventional weapon. What is not conventional is our approach to reviewing this cryptid, to find out which is more frightening, the fantasy or the reality.